to make people leave Kingston to go whatever. But Donna Marigo need to understand. She have 4 or 5 vehicles parked outside her house in Mountain View. And I don't hear her said yes. I don't hear her said she going to make Fresh or one of those guys who always drive her vehicle. Come on, Tina, Paula, Fresh, all of you, go in my vehicle and go down to St. Elizabeth and give a helping hand. I don't hear Donna Marigo said that yet. All she on her platform, she talk about the government need to lend them buses when she have 4 or 5 vehicles what she make from charity money. These are vehicles that she get since she start doing charity. These are people money she use and buy money she use and buy those vehicles, right? And she have them park outside her house right now as we speak while she in America there, right? And she don't offer in America there, right? And she don't offer, you all know, she's a humanitarian, but she still don't offer her vehicle, one of her vehicle to go to St. Elizabeth or Manchester or Hanover to give a helping hand. But she's on her live and tell people, say, the government must lend them Juta bus and people must leave Kingston to go help out in St. Elizabeth and all of that. But she don't send any of her staff all now. All now she don't say, I'm going to send Fresh, I'm going to send Paula, I'm going to send Tina, I'm going to send people from out of my Mountain View community in my vehicle because I have 5 or 4 vehicles parked up outside of my house to help down in the rural area. But she's talking about government must lend vehicle. That's how disturbing and disgusting Donna Marigo is because she's a selfish person. She don't do anything unless it's a profit her. You people don't ever believe that Donna help out of Donna pocket. Donna Marigo don't help anybody out of Donna pocket. Donna Marigo help people from the money we send to her to help the poor, and she help herself and give a little to the poor. In this hurricane time where we have a hurricane crisis right here going on, where people need help because all of St. Elizabeth is wiped out. There's nothing leaving St. Elizabeth. As I talk about St. Elizabeth, I don't even see Happy Wife Club. I don't see Miss Nadia Bryan all now. I'm just up, Happy Wife. I'm just up, you're okay, darling. Right? Because I know you're not well and you're in your bed. Right? Your windows smashing all of that. Happy Wife Club, if you're okay, just send up a little small art in social media so we all know that you're okay. Because you're missed out here. And you are well loved. Even when people think you are not loved, you are loved out here by a lot of us. Right? And I hope you're okay. I hope you and Chris is okay. I hope the home is okay. Right? Sorry. So let me get back to Donna Marigo now. Right? Do not give Donna Marigo on the money. Go and send the money direct to the government website. It says supportjamaica.gov.jm. You also have the Red Cross in Jamaica. You have loads of different charities. You have the Father Olang. You have Maker. Now is not the time for Uno to talk about Uno Planka. Planka boss, Donna Marigo, yes, is a fucking thief. She not do nothing unless she pocket off. And she sat on her platform, and from this hurricane start, all she depend is just a make peer live, and make money off of the hurricane. Do not give the money to Andre Stevenson either. He's another fucking thief. Do not send your money to Andre Stevenson. That bastard over there is another thief. Right? Don't send the money to no Anna with no blessing of the flow. Or no woman will call herself. I think the next woman they will call herself she serve the children or something like that. Don't give the money to no Zazan. Don't give the money to Mr. Ansem. Don't give the money to no T-Nation. Go and give the money to a reputable charity that will help the people of Jamaica who need the help now. Now we are in a crisis. We don't need to be putting money into people and we are going to pass it on to 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and 5, 6 different fees come out of £100. People of St. Elizabeth sent me all over the country where we have damages and on a short of food and need food. Do not make Donna Marigo telling you if you come down a Mountain View for no food. Don't let it happen. If she cannot tell you, if she can't let her Plankas, yes, give the money to a supermarket or a shop near where you guys live, leave her with her donation. Because every time she asks the Plankas to send money to Rushmore shop, if the Plankas send 100 US, you only get about 20 US out of that shit. Remember I tell you guys. I don't see the need for people to be leaving all over the country to go to Rushmore to collect food when people have to pass loads and loads of different supermarkets and shops all about before them get to Mountain View. It's a scam. It is a scam. It is a scam that Donna been running for the longest while, and she's getting away with it, and she has get away with it where she becomes well off out of it. And now is the time where Uno not supposed to make her profit off of this hurricane and Rushmore and the shop them in a Mountain View. Let Donna Marie go. If she gonna help Uno direct. When I say direct, I mean let she have to come up in her box if she up on TikTok or if she up on Facebook or YouTube. And wanna call out on a name, wanna give the people them on a name, wanna one telephone number and where to send the money. Which supermarket you can send it to, or which wholesale, or which furniture store. Don't let Donna Marie go telling the sound have to come to Mountain View, come on her veranda. Yes? Come to Mountain View on her veranda. Right? And then she take on it down to a shop where she have to, if the shop say $500, she telling us $5,000 and she get the balance. Don't make Donna Marie go do that. Don't let she do that. This thing with Donna Marie go must stop now. If Donna Marie go want to be still doing charity, I want people to take her serious. She need to go and register her charity. Go and register your charity, Donna Marie go. And let people put the money straight into the account of the charity. And then you can issue it out and nobody no need to know who and who you give the money to. Because the government are going to need to see that at the end of the tax time. Do not let these people come in a phone, come use Uno, right, to build themselves. Donna Marigo has done that since 2019 up to present day, today. She now lives in America and she can't wait if you come down to Jamaica, if you come capitalize on the hurricane giveaway we are going right now, because she a giveaway. Every minute from the hurricane, every last 2 days, every time she come on her phone, she keep talking about her Planka want to know what she's doing. Your Planka no want to know not Donna Marigo, you're just a liar and a thief. Your Plankas don't want to know anything Donna Marigo. And it's not true. Direct the people them to the reputable charity in Jamaica. Direct the people them to the Father Olang. Direct the people them to the Food for Poor. Direct the people them to the Red Cross. Direct the people them to the government website. Direct the people them to the reputable charity in Jamaica. And stop talking about yourself. And all of you stupid Plankas, we keep calling in when Donna on TikTok or YouTube and I praise her about what she done and what she done. Donna not done nothing more than build herself out of charity. She has made herself well off with charity from poor people. So she has profitable with the charity that she done in phone than what she gives away. So you need to stop this silliness. Now it's hurricane and we are talking about hurricane. Why the back side on the phone 24/7 are calling and she have not sent anybody from Mountain View into any of the vehicles them that she have parked down there to go down to St. Elizabeth to help the cleanup. She have not sent anyone at all. She have a big house locked up down there or a big house with only one child in that house. She have about 5 spare rooms into her house at Mountain View. And she don't offer not even one of the room to a victim. She have not offered one of her room to anyone that is homeless right now. And many people are homeless down in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Clarendon, Trelawney, Hanover. St. James, loads and loads of people are homeless. And Donna Marigo have about 5 bedrooms in a fair house at Mountain View. And she says she's a humanitarian and she not offer shelter to nobody yet. So I do not know why she sat on her phone today and I talk about what people can do and what people can't do. And she's still not doing anything apart from making content that YouTube and Facebook and TikTok going to pay her for. And talking shit on her phone. Because she feel like she have her planka them and people, I'm going to planka alone like Donna. I'm going to planka alone big up Donna. Nobody else no big up Donna. Because Ongo Planka alone is supporting Donna with this silliness. Only Planka alone. Because these Plankas are so disgusting and disturbing that right now the country need help. And all them can think about is fucking Donna. Why not think about Donna? Go and put the money into the government website foundation that need the money. Go and put on the money in all of the reputable charity them that needs the money. Wanna sit on platform with Donna 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours chatting shit. Because all Donna do, I sit on the platform and chat shit and she not make no half for her. Donna have 4 to 5 car where Donna own, where Donna get out of charity. Sat right down there right now, park up down on Mountain View. Down on 99 Mountain View park up. And I have not heard Donna says, Fresh, or whoever drive the van them, right? Can you and Tina and Paula and some of the people at the Mountain View, can you guys go into the vehicle and head down to St. Elizabeth and give a helping hand, please? She have not said that yet. And she's talking about government need to lend them vehicle. Donna have 5 to 4 vehicle park up. And she in America right now and she can't drive 5 or 4 vehicle one time. And these are 5 and 4 vehicles she get since she started charity in 2019. And she's not working. It's only 2 years or 3 years ago she started get YouTube money. And she does start get her Facebook money. But that's not my business. My business is right now that she does a profit off of the hurricane right now. And I chat shit on her platform and that piss me off. It a piss me off. All the Andrea Stevens, when they talk about a man-made hurricane, him over there look money. All of a sudden, everybody want to capitalize on the hurricane. Want to stop the scamming and stop the thieving. And let the people give the money to who they want to give. And it's not just money people need. People need furniture. People need clothes. People need food. People need somewhere to sleep. People need shelter. St. Elizabeth literally look like it wipe off. That parish look like it literally gone. Black River totally demolished. The eye of the storm hit St. Elizabeth. Remember, the storm don't come to Kingston and it don't go that side. The storm head right into St. Elizabeth and take a bit of Westmoreland with it and head right up. Right up, it head up into St. James. Go across the Trelawney and over this of the storm head. All that Kingston and St. Mary and St. Thomas, all we get, yeah? We only get the rain. The heavy rain from the hurricane. St. Elizabeth got the rain and the wind, which is the eye of the bloody storm. They were hit by the category 5 itself. And that is why St. Elizabeth looked that way. And Westmoreland get a bit of the category 5 and while it heading up. Because the storm head that side. No bit of the storm never go that side. We, the people of Kingston, Portland, St. Thomas, St. Andrew, section of St. Catherine, right? Back that side. They only get the rain from the storm. If you go look on the map and how the storm situated, they only got the rain. While the west side of the country, right, with St. Elizabeth, get the full blown, the rain and the wind. And all the people who sit down on the phone and talk about man-made hurricane, nobody can make no hurricane. Hurricane farm in a tropical country. This is why you can see hurricane back in Indonesia, all of the country them are at. Hurricane is something we farm with warm water from the sea. Warm water from the sea. And we are a tropical island. And that is why we always have storm, we always have hurricane. Because it's something we farm in the sea. We need to go educate yourself about these things and learn to prepare on your home and on yourself every time it comes to hurricane season. Sorry. We don't need to go do that. And I can't believe what shocked me so much. I cannot believe I have seen so much board roof. Concrete house with board and zinc roof. How you people did not learn after Gilbert 1988? Because my mother learned 1988 when Gilbert. Because our neighbors and most of the houses, the complete roof lift off. And when we get our government home, it was a concrete home with zinc roof. You would have think that everyone in Jamaica who witnessed Hurricane Gilbert or whichever type of hurricane in the last couple of years, you would have honestly think that you people would have concrete roof. I am shocked to see St. Elizabeth with so much mansion down in St. Elizabeth, so much big homes in St. Elizabeth, right? And on a big mansion of zinc roof. Zinc fucking roof. How the hell you build a mansion with zinc roof? I don't know why I don't have zinc roof. Because you know I try the foreign style. Yeah. And the foreign style you know I try. Well, foreign have the nice fancy roof. Yeah. With a little thing them like this, like brick and layout. Yeah. And that you know I try down there. And I realize that you know a tropical country where I go always have tropical storms and hurricane. When I notice that Europe now have a hurricane, you know look good. Any bit of Europe have hurricane or storms, them have it at a bit where warm. That section of Europe were always warm. Because hurricane stays and farms in warm places. Warm seawater at that farm hurricane.